Welcome back to another preseason training diaries. I'm Swoop Luke. Thank you for watching. It was an absolute beautiful day today, and that's just classic Melbourne summer. It was packed with Oz Open people today. It was just incredible. The city was bustling, and today pretty much was a nice, easy session. The one thing I wanted to look for was who was training, who wasn't training, and we pretty much had a full squad out. Pendles made his long-awaited return. Brody Mychek was there. It was nice to see Josh Dacos. He was the first out, literally the first out. He did do rehab, so he wasn't training with the boys. But everyone was fit and firing. The only person that wasn't out on the track at all was Nick Dacos. Now, if you watched my previous video with Dr. Ethan Alul, we talked about his plantar fasciitis injury. And Tom Mitchell wasn't there either. So we talked about Nick's plantar fasciitis injury and what that sort of means. If you haven't, go watch that video. I highly, highly recommend it. But the boys were ready to go for a huge session. One thing that was incredible to see was Jordan De Goey was back out there in main training with everyone. And he wasn't just doing rehab. He was literally doing all of the drills. The only drills that he didn't take part in were the contact drills. So you'll see the contact drills a little bit later today. Here's Brody Mychek for his first training session in a few weeks. So yeah, Jordan De Goey was just doing pretty much everything except for the non-contact drills, and so was Bobby Hill as well. So I'm not really a rugby fan. I will be going to a lot more Storm games this year. I think this is St. George Illawarra. They had some guys come down to check them out. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. Some rugby guys. So they met the players. There was a little bit of a speech and stuff. Then they went upstairs and hung out there and watched the entire training. Lots of this, lots of little tackling things. And you know I'm a sucker for the tackling stuff. Neville Jetta and Matthew Boyd were just absolutely getting into him here. And everyone sort of did this, and it was really good to see. It's kind of like an evasion, how you sort of stop an evasion and stuff like that. And Matthew Boyd has been hot on this all preseason, and it was something where we have to pick up on, especially last season. We were shocking at it, and now we just seem to be our bread and butter. It looks like it's going to be our bread and butter again. Lockie Sullivan was running laps for pretty much the whole session. Something that I'm spewing that I didn't get to record, and it's in this next little bit of session. So just before you see Jordan De Goey here just having a kick, he was actually like barking orders and shouting what to do for this drill and where he sort of wants people to place and stuff like that. So it was really good to see that he's sort of taking on that mature leadership role, especially during training sessions and being his first full training session back. So I don't know, that to me just shows a level of maturity that we want Geordie to have, and this could be the season. I know he's 28 now, maybe 29, but is it a break? Can you have a breakout season at 28, 29? I hope he comes back and just is ready to smash it. It sounds like he's pretty much good to go, which is nice. They're just upping his intensity, and contact will come soon. It looked like the main focus for today's session with the coaches and the players and stuff was pressure. So they wanted to put these players in high pressure situations, and you kind of see here where, you know, they're just gang tackling and the pressure plies. We were the pressure plies for a couple of years. We really lost that last season, and that, you know, equated to our slow start and all this sort of stuff that sort of went with it. But they're looking to be a high pressure team again, and that's what we saw a lot of in the training before Christmas as well. It was that high pressure, high tackling team, and I think we're just going to go back to basics. It's just that's just what it feels like. It feels like it's a back to basics pre-season block. I didn't get much of his training session in the rehab group, but Harvey Harrison is looking fantastic. He's hit the 18 weeks. I was talking to Dean Flippo, who's the physio who's working with Harvey. He worked with Dan last year when Dan did his ACL. Harvey is at about 98% running capacity, like hitting top speed at 98%. You can just see here now he's doing some turning. So there is still a long way to go. It could be towards the end of the VFL year if the Pies make finals there, but definitely towards the after mid-season. But it's just, you know, it's so good to see they signed an extension for him, and he's ticking every single box. He's further along than he should be. It's that 9-10 month mark at the moment. So here it was at the end of the session. It was Jordan Goey, Elliott, Bobby Hill, Dan McStay having goal kicking, shooting practice, and just like a little competition between themselves. It was really windy. I forgot to pack my microphone, so I couldn't get any of them talking, but it was pretty funny. Like, they're all just having a laugh, and Joy kicks a nice goal here, and they all kick really nice goals, and you'll see some of the footies later on where they just absolutely start shaking them left, right, and center. And that's pretty much it for this training video. I like to keep, it was a 3-hour session or 2.5-hour session. I like to keep them nice and short for you, giving you my thoughts. Let me know if there's any players in particular that you want me to follow. I love a storyline. So if you want me to follow any players next training session, let me know. I'll follow them and make mainly a video about them instead of just giving you an overview as well. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets. Double shackers. I'll swoop you later.